football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Dogs are flying down the field. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball. Put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. Oh, got enough space. He is in. Touchdown Bulldogs.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Running inside. It's Mobley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
On first down, here comes this offense. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Good timing on the quick out. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Makes the grab in the corner. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Wide open spaces. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throwing, Carr. Quick completion on the out. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Mobley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that deep.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
A little screen to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Into the house. Touchdown, Dogs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. on the right side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts them.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Phillips.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. RPO complete to open the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Carr to throw. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Mobley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The short hands, it's Mobley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That's reeled in. It's Humphries. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Throws it deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 20 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's West Virginia with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Mobley.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of... They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Osborne. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second.
Got a little grass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing. Carr. Zings it complete to the right.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Osborne.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Running into the open space. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement out front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll give it to him again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Phillips. Fighting off the defender. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Quick spin on the run. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
4th down, Carr. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.